Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And Mike.
And today, Mystery Mash Monday. So what is Mystery Mash Monday? I unleashed my wife on the many bottles we have on the other side of the room that are unopened. We try to guess type. We try to guess proof. We try to guess finish. Uh-oh. I heard that little moan. We try to guess, we'll venture a price that we're willing to pay, and then ultimately we'll grade it before we even know what it is. It's in a bucket over here next to me, and he went, I don't know what that meant.
It's very similar to what we had the other day, I think.
Really? On a Sunday? Okay.
Maybe a little more caramel-esque.
I'm almost on the edge of butter. I'm almost at the, like butter on a steak.
So my initial whiff was like
yeah,
back to where we were, but
okay.
Now it's turning more into
chilling?
the
All right.
bourbon land.
I'm getting bonked over here. Hold on. Do this before I get settled in. Before I take my sip.
It's not even an X-rated channel.
No, there you go. Yeah, you say hello to the people. Say hello to everyone. There you go. Now I got to do my job. Can I do that? Thank you. It's hard to do with a tongue in my mouth.
Sweet.
Yeah, I was getting a. All right, I got to take a sip of this to get this in me.
I was trying to delay while you were playing.
The nose is not banging out though.
It's pretty good.
Okay. I'll do this instead of this. I laughed the other day, just between you and I and the people that are watching us. I watched you doing this, and it drives me nuts when I do that. You were doing it the other day, and I was like, "Oh, the apple in the tree, the apple in the tree." You were doing it.
I'll have to.
I forget which review it was, and I was like, I drive myself nuts by doing this, and because he did it for so long. You were doing it the other day. Yeah, you did.
Don't even know I'm doing it.
No, I know. Again, it just made me think of that because I'm betting him. No, I won't.
Did just hang on.
It wasn't
drizzled. It drizzled.
Yep. There wasn't a ton of a complexity on that first sip. I took a little baby sip because I wasn't sure where it was going to hit us. If it was going to hit me with a proof or something, but it was.
It's not 90. I don't think we're.
I wasn't even guessing proof. I went easy because I was afraid it was going to.
I went easy as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I forget. We can refill here, but
yep.
Yeah. It's some reason I think we're in the same land.
I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it. It didn't break. If you remember back to Sunday, this will be Monday anyways. There you go. He just heard his best friend down there.
I
where it broke into that wet hay.
We might be in a malted rye, though.
I don't think so.
What do you think, Aaron?
Nope. I don't even think I'm in a rye right now. But
it
didn't
tinkles.
break.
It tinkles like a bass.
No, I hear you, but I don't.
And it has a little residue.
You could be right. I'm leaning towards bourbon right now. I am.
I'm not gonna, but then it's not 100 proof. I think you're a little bit better than that. Okay. You don't get a lot of bourbon notes.
You don't get a lot of notes, period. There's not a lot of complexity going on here.
Okay.
I'm not getting.
I thought you were effing with me, but
no.
You're right.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting a lot.
No. It's minimal complexity. You're really not
caramel-esque, maybe if at best.
I'm having a hard time to throw a flavor out there other than a slight caramel. That's about it. You're not getting an oaky presence. No. You're not getting a fruity presence. You're not getting a nutty presence. No, that's what I'm saying.
Not even in a flavor.
No.
Or either or.
No. It is
pretty much.
Best.
It is pretty caramel-esque. That's like the number one standout note. At least in the nose.
Because drinking it, there is a little sugary aspect when you roll it on your tongue, but it's not even like I can say there's a vanilla and a brown sugar. It's not even that. It's kind of like a mild caramel. That's it. It's not. But there's nothing that stands out.
It has a pretty good spike.
Okay.
A pretty good numbness. So I if it's not a rye or a malted rye, it's It's a high rye.
I'm gonna take a good sip this time because I'm not getting your spike, but
Your tongue didn't numb up.
minimal. I
You
can't
swish
imagine
every
this is
time.
more than 100.
Or maybe your tongue's numb because you do it every time.
It
but
could be. I really do.
I know,
And
you
you
said
can leave a
that.
comment down below if I'm
Yeah.
a freak. I swish on every single drink I do,
You say
whether it's
that,
crap or
but
not. Like
I-
because I want to just see if it changes.
But
That's
would
when I get a
say
lot of the
last-
weird funk that I don't like. When I get that complexity, when I swish it on my tongue all the time. I don't think there's ever a time I just take a swig. I swish it every time, and maybe I'm the weirdo. You can
No
leave a comment
way,
down below
'cause
if I am, but I do it all the time.
The last probably 20 episodes, I've been trying to do that
Yeah.
in the beginning, and then I just take my normal sip
Yeah.
and just see what comparison. Because then my normal sip kind of tells me more of the proof
Mhm.
than because when I swish it, it numbs me all up, and then I go higher. But no,
And again, you do you. Whatever works for you, you do it. You were like at one point, like breathing in while you were sipping. That's
No.
just gonna make me cough.
I-
I'm not
it's-
saying you're wrong. I'm right. There's 100%.
No.
I don't regularly, no matter what I'm drinking. I don't know why. It's just something I do.
I just don't think we're over 100.
No, I don't think so either. You were the one who said it was proofy. I was
Well,
like, I don't
no.
think
So
we're
I
over
just took
100.
my sip like I
Yep.
normally do,
Okay.
and now we're not over 100.
Okay. No.
When I swish it, it numbs the hell out of my tongue, so it's a higher rye,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion. But when you take a sip and drink it, it's like whoop, and it doesn't sit here. So I don't even know if we're at 100. 100 is gonna be max.
When you roll it and it pops on your tongue, you get a little pop rocky feel. But it's not in a hot way at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I'm not.
It numbs
really
your
getting-
tongue, but I mean that's part of the rye for me.
But I'm not right. But I'm not getting so much of a cooling sensation that I think it might be a rye. I'm not really getting that.
We might be in a multi rye,
Wow.
but
okay.
I'm not even.
Well, you can guess it. We can be wrong. It doesn't matter. I'm not.
I've been
I'm
wrong
not,
more than
no.
not,
What I'm saying,
so.
no. You might be right. I can be wrong. It doesn't matter.
I'm not getting. I'm not getting a huge twang.
And
There has to be a ton of rye in this.
okay.
Whether it's malted yet, I'm not. To be determined. Give me another sip.
I'm not getting any malt. I can say that. It may be a high rye if you want to go there.
It's a
but
high rye.
I'm not going with a
It
malt,
might
but
even be a rye.
It could be. Again, I could be 100% wrong. Let me take one more sip, and I'm going to start trying to guess stuff. Again, we got upwards of 80 to 100 bottles over there, and it can be just about anything. So it's a tricky situation to try to guess these things. And if anyone has never done this, have someone buy you a bottle and then like, have them pour it for you, and you just try it. This is a tricky game. I got to go bourbon. I'm not getting any of that cooling sensation. There's zero mint on there. I'm not really getting anything I'm not getting an apricot or anything that says I'm a rye. This is like that generic bourbon-esque flavors that like I'm hoping this isn't more than $29.99. And if it is even $29.99, I'd be disappointed because I can get the wild the fighting cock or wild turkey for less. Like it has more flavor.
I might even go. I know I always go on a different limb than you on this, but it's not
like this
far
is bringing me
off.
back pre-shelf. Like this is like I'm hoping this is like a minor distillery for like like a craft distillery for like $24.99, and I would be okay with it. But like I'm thinking like the fighting cock, wild turkey, Evan Williams bottle and bond have more flavor, more taste, and better all around, and probably more proof. Because this is 100 at best. I'm going. Let me take one more
It's pretty
sip.
spiky.
Mm-hmm. It's crushable though. There's nothing in my glass. I think this is in the 90s. I want to say 90 even. Yeah. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting your spike.
And no malt, because when you switch
I'm
it,
not-
you don't get any residual.
No.
Wow.
So you can be 100% different. I'm going bourbon. I'm going unfinished. I'm going 92 at best. I'm gonna go.
It's not high proof.
man, this should be under. I never go this low. I'm gonna go on a limb and say I can get Evan Williams bottled and bond for like say $18.99. If this is more than $20, if it's in that range, it's fine. But I wouldn't want this any more than that. There's zero complexity.
There's
zero flavor.
There's no mad flavor in it at all. It's and the nose is weak at best.
You're not getting the oak at the end. There's nothing. There's not a change.
That's why I was wondering, was it in the malt land? But it's
no. No, at least if you had the malt, that would have been a flavor. This is that generic bourbon-esque flavors that you get out of the cheap whiskey.
I'm almost gonna now come back and agree. It's probably a bourbon. But it's probably a $50 bourbon.
I don't want to convince you, but I'm thinking like, what did we do way back with like that barrel bomb? Can you drink it? Sure. Was it good? No. It was just like a generic bourbon-esque whiskey where I think at least with my Evan Williams bottle and I really do have to go get another bottle of this. I'm trying to find it as cheap as possible because I haven't been there for years. But I remember getting none out of that, or at least it brought me somewhere. This brings zero flavors.
Right.
Just generic bourbon-esque flavors. I mean, if I'm going to grade this is a straight C minus. It's just
I'm with you on that. It's not overwhelming.
No. There's nothing standoutish about this. It's just okay. Barely.
I still can't figure the land, but we'll see.
No, dude. So that's my guesses. I threw them out.
I'm with you with a C minus. I'm not opposed to any of that. It's not overwhelming in any way. It's just okay. I should have got off the pot. It's No,
you again. I'm not rushing you. I just like to me this is underwhelming.
It has that twinge.
Kill it because we can get more here.
No, yeah, I know. I don't know why I sipped mine the last time. Do I get a little bit of a malt in the back? So is it one of them?
It's super watered down if it is.
I'll go with a malted rye. I'm gonna go with a malted rye just to be different from you. And then it's at best. Oh fuck no, because new riff was 100. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go with bourbon, and it's like 90 proof.
Yeah, no, it's down there 100%. I'm with you.
Yep. 86 to 90 proof.
Yep.
Okay. There's my correction.
Yeah, and again. There's so many other stuff we've had for $25. Like if you put this against Old Forester 86 would crush this.
Old Forester, period, probably.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many things.
Even Jack Daniel's regular might even.
I don't even question. So, Old Number 7 would crush this. And that's maybe $31. So if it's in that range, I could get it. But this brings really nothing to the table as far as.
Let's see. I'm curious.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to do some research on this one. Don't even
know what that is.
This was got to be one of yours. So, yep. So let me find this in my notes. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Yep.
All right, so we are back, and I am updating how I actually do these because this just took us forever to try to find this.
It was a good 40, maybe good 20 minutes.
No, it took us forever, and I'm gonna have to change my system.
In his hyper system, he's like,
we're 3 books ago. This has been here for like well over 2 years. So
it has been.
Let's get into the particulars on this one. So this one is called the Whiskey Product Wheated Bourbon. It's aged 5 years. We got it for $55.99, and it comes in at 97 proof. So
I can't believe 5 years.
That's what it says. It's a 5-year wheated bourbon that is not only 5 years, it's finished in white port, Madeira, and sherry barrels. And I'm not getting any of that. So we're going to try it again now that it's sat in this glass forever.
It's been sitting forever.
So it's the newest member of their whiskey project. It's a series of delicious and innovative whiskey blends handcrafted in Cape Cod barn by master distiller Dave Roberts. And it's only shipped in Massachusetts. You got this on one of your vacations when you were down there.
He's down the Cape. It's down towards P-Town, Truro. It's a beautiful little place. It's a nice little place. If you end up down the Cape and you go down there, whether you drink bourbon or you drink wine, they have both, and they make both of them there. It is a nice little place, and they have music all summer long. And the place itself is nice. I wouldn't go crazy with this.
This is one of them you try to support the
we
local
did.
people while you're around and stuff like that.
Oh, I did.
But yeah, as I stand by everything I said before I knew what this was. This isn't a $55 whiskey. That's all there is to it.
No,
At best.
It's
The funny thing is because I just mentioned it to Mike before we did this. We did the wheel horse cigar blend, and it brought more flavor, more taste. This is mediocre at best. That's all there is, and you don't want that for $55.
No, at 35, 40, then it's again actually, you know what? If you're traveling and this is what you want to try something different, then I do all the time. I know you don't, but it's one of them. Okay,
I don't.
Well, we'll try. We'll
I
try
did.
the little land.
But
I would not buy this again.
This if you're gonna put it in our get a regret, I would never get this again. I would never recommend anyone to buy this at this price. There is 50 bottles I can name that are cheaper and better.
You just go to Simplicity and Old Forester 100,
or Evan Williams, or Fighting Cock, or Wild
I even
Turkey.
stepped it up a little bit. I went to the 20-something category, and this is 50. So, or 56.
That's what I'm saying. Wild Turkey is $25. All of them are better. That's just it.
Agreed.
Like this just brings minimal complexity.
Support your locals.
No, not when they're bad. I get that, and I want to help everyone, but it's the same thing. Mike's a veteran. You know what I mean? Support your veterans. But when you put out shit whiskey, I can only support you so much. You know what I mean? Like, you still got to put out a legitimate product.
I get that. And
you know what I mean?
But when you're wandering around, if you are traveling, you have not seen this bottle.
I've seen better stuff.
Out. We've tasted better stuff.
Yes. That's very close to us.
So when
that's what I'm saying.
No. But when you get down to the end of the Cape, it's like, okay, it is a nice little place. The place itself is very nice. They got a pretty winery. They have music. They have everything. So they're trying to get in the groove. I get it. And then again, peak season, the Cape is the Cape, and it is what it is. And you're going to pay 3 times more than what you should pay for a room.
Maybe this will open up. It is seeming to be a little bit better in the glass because it took us like 45 minutes to find it in my notes.
It's
my notes
bourbon-esque, but it's not.
It's not screaming like I'm not getting a huge fruit. I'm not getting a nut. I'm not getting an oak.
So
for a 5-year whiskey, it doesn't even really have an oaky presence.
Yeah. So back even like the Jim Beams and all those are like way cheaper.
I wasn't even bringing that one up, but yeah, like Jim Beam double.
Well, I'm just.
Or the winter blend, the winter reserve.
I'm with you, trying not to be negative, but it's yes, you get 3 for 1, 2 for 1, and yes, is it a prettier bottle? Yeah, maybe, but in the whiskey inside, it's okay.
Every one of the Jim Beams that are short money would beat it. Actually, you threw that one out there, but I didn't even think of that one because I always go to the big ones. But nah, mediocre at best. I won't recommend this one. If you're around and you want to try it, it's not poured down the drain. It's okay, but it's just that generic bourbon-esque flavors.
Or if you're down the Cape and it's a vacation getaway and you want to do the whole Cape thing, I get it. I would do it. I would spend the $50 and say it's Cape.
I would find a Yankee Spirits and buy a Fighting Cock because they always have one, and it's better proof.
They're not down the Cape.
It's better. No, it would. It's on the way.
If you didn't stop there, then
I'm just saying.
And Churro is way over here.
Yeah,
and
I'm just saying.
Way over here.
There's just a lot of better whiskeys out there. That's all. That's all.
And I'm not saying that.
I just can't recommend it to anyone. No, that's all. Anyone who's listening, don't seek it out. You know what I mean? If you stumble across it and you want to try it, you want to pay $55,
it's still back to your whole vacation land. If you went as a family, you go as a group, and you're gonna go do something down the Cape, then this is okay.
$55, you can get a rare breed, and that's spent.
But you know what? When you're on vacation, you're like, okay, I want to try something different.
You still want good whiskey, though.
No, you're gonna try something different.
No, not for that price. This ain't worth it. That's all I'm saying. I get it. If you want to try something worth it, try something else.
You want the outside Cape Cod. We're gonna do a Cape Cod experience. Okay. And they're all local, and it's this, and this.
Pick something else.
You would jump in that wagon.
I have, but what I'm saying is, if I'm going to give a recommendation, this is not it. pick
I
anything
just said
else.
a fun vacation land as a family. This is where you gotta go.
I-
I didn't say go to the Cape and buy this. No, I did not.
I feel you, but what I'm saying is, as a recommendation from
Get
us,
Old Forester.
don't buy this.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
But
This is
it's 90, it's
okay at
92.
best. It's 9. Yeah, I don't even know now at this point.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think I wrote it down. Yeah, it's 97 proof.
Yeah, then go get a store pick.
Evan Williams Bottoms Bond, it's 100 and it smokes it. Smokes it. Flavor, taste, everything. Or Wheel Horse 101. Well, that Wheel Horse cigar blend was cheaper than this, and it just smoked it. You know what I'm saying?
No,
again, there's a million other things out there just better. That's all. Again, you do you. If you want to try it, give it a try.
Tom, you didn't go to the beach for the beach experience.
This is not one I would I don't want anyone to
No,
think. Because I don't want anyone to come back and say, you recommended this crap. No, I didn't.
We are not. I'm trying to make fun of what
I know you're doing. I know what you're doing.
It's just not.
I'm telling you, grab an H&H for $15.99 for a handle, and you get better.
You know what?
You
Honestly, if you go to the place, it's a nice little place to just go
have a drink,
yes,
and enjoy yourself,
and don't spend the money on this.
No, again, don't buy the bottle.
No.
You know,
but it's a nice little outside experience.
A 1.75 liter for $12.99. Buy that. It gives you the same ride, huh? No, well, it's I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just a better ride. It's the same ride.
The nose ain't bad. It's catching it. It's coming along.
There you go. I don't know how long-winded this is.
There was literally took because we've been arguing on
35 minutes to find it in my notes anyway. So I am going to switch this. You don't have to worry about it because I'm cutting it all out. That's our review.
And now, honestly, this probably doesn't even go anywhere. So all of you that watch this, thank you because it probably doesn't distribute past. It may not even go outside.
And for all of you that are in Mass, don't drive to the Cape to get it. That's all I'm going to say. That's my personal recommendation. So, that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
You're probably not wrong.
No, I get it. It's not.